Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
We're so glad to see everybody out this morning. We're going to go ahead and get started with our meeting. Let's everybody bow your head for a word of prayer. Oh, Heavenly Father, we come now, Lord God. Thank you for this day. Lord God, we come, Lord God. Thank you for allowing us to come back to the meeting one more time. Father God, I'm asking you right now, Lord God, just to hold our hand and guide us in the right direction. We know that you got all power. You see and hear everything that we do. And we ask you to just put us together like a link of chain. Let us do the will of this county. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Okay. Number one on the agenda. We'll get the citizens' comment. None. Approve the minutes. I'll skip over the approve the agenda.
Make any motion on that? Make a motion that we approve the agenda for today.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Now we'll go say approve the minutes for May the 10th and April the 10th and April the 13th. The call meeting.
I make a motion that we approve the April 10th regular meeting and the call meeting on April 13th.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Approve the finance report.
So far, we spent 32% of our expenditures, which is on track where we should be. Normally, it's 33% for this time period, and our revenues reflect 42.81%.
Y'all heard the finance officer. What do I hear?
I make a motion we approve the financial report as presented and authorize the finance to continue paying the county's bills.
Second. Second.
I had a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Now we go to old business. Sheila Pond. Down. Recommendation.
Mr. Chairman, Gary Harrell and I myself have been speaking on several occasions the last month about this situation. I spoke to him again yesterday, and this is the suggestion that he had for us to assist with getting this road back open. First, he would like to have Langford and Associates perform a survey to find out some different requirements that we would need to meet, and then after that, have a public hearing to declare the dam portion of this road a private road, and then maybe have signs put up, private road, travel at your own risk. The county would continue to maintain the dirt roads on either side of the pond dam, somewhat similar to another pond in the county. And we would also need to install, the county would need to install some cross drain pipes at the area where it's washed out on the west end of the pond, not replace the pond siphon, but just a drainage ditch, a drainage pipe. And that was a recommendation from Gary Harrell yesterday afternoon.
Lamar, is he talking about going ahead and putting in the pipe prior to them doing the survey?
This cross drain pipe, we want to do the survey first, and then so we would know where to, elevation to put the cross drain pipes.
Know where to begin.
Yes.
Know what we need to do.
So he's going to establish the order on that.
That's correct.
Okay.
do that first instead of just putting pipe in where it's at now, because it was probably some additional erosion that occurred after that was washed out.
Did he specify a size he would recommend?
Not at this point in time,
Okay.
but he would recommend a size pipe, possibly even 2 pipes.
We need to get a big enough pipe, you know, to handle it, to the problem if anything occurs.
Yeah.
And we need to have a big enough pipe. But you would look into making sure they're doing it.
You want me to tell him to go ahead and proceed on with it?
I do want you to proceed on that's in your district, and I want you to go ahead and proceed on
Okay.
and get the thing moving. And whatever the recommendation of the rest of the commission, I do like to see we get that behind us and get the engineer involved and checking all that out, and then we go ahead on with it and get the job done. And they'll be responsible. We need to advertise. Don't we need to advertise?
Once it becomes, we'll have to have 3 public hearings on the closing the road, 2 or 3, is that right? 2.
2.
Yeah, so all the citizens in the area would have their input.
Yeah.
Mr. Chairman, you guys already have a motion on the books to abandon the dam portion of the road. So that's already been voted on, so all you have to do is proceed. You stopped because you thought maybe you could get FEMA funds on that, and you wanted to see if that was a possibility. So you've already got the motion on the books and everything to proceed with closing the dam. You just got to do the legal work.
Have a public road up to the dam on either side.
Yeah, but we still got to have a public hearing to do that part, to close that damn part of the road. And I think it's only fair, but we let the public know what we finna do.
What is he gonna survey exactly? I'm not sure I understand, because we have plats, and the property owners road to the middle of the road. That road is not on those plats, it's just,
Lamar met with him.
what's he gonna, what exactly does he need to survey for? What did he say? I can call him, but
To basically establish the points where the private road would stop and start.
okay.
I think
I'm not sure we would need that. I mean, I think I know from the plats where it is, but anyway, let's find out. We'll get that.
Okay, I think also what he's talking about is if we just go understand the pipe valve, and when the pond fills up, you don't know where the pond's going to.
That's
So that the
That's right.
adjoining landowners know whether it's going to be high or low. What he's talking about.
That's right. That's
I
right.
don't know where the footwell of the lake is.
I think that's what
Yeah.
I think that's what Lamar talking about. What we need to do in this. So we don't have to vote on none of this right now, right?
You already have a motion.
We
on the
already had a
books.
motion on the
You
books.
just need to confirm that you want to proceed with that motion.
I'll make a motion, we continue with that.
Second.
I had a motion, a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. Now we'll go to new business.
Oh, you skipped me, the Sealy pump, the
Oh, the Villanova house.
Yes, sir.
The house on Villanova,
Yes, sir.
request for seal bids.
Yes, sir. I've had several people call about this house on Villanova. We've already declared it surplus, and at one point you put it up for sealed bid, to accept sealed bids on it. And the bids that you got, you thought were way too low, so you didn't accept any of them. And we've had several people call recently interested in bidding on this property. Do you want to put it back up for bid, or do you want to?
If it, I think that we need to go ahead on and do away with it, put it back on the tight basis. That's my feeling. I don't know about the rest of the board feeling. And sell it because it's really just going down. I don't know whether anybody using it for anything now or not.
No, sir, it's not being used.
But I don't know what's in it.
Mr. Chairman, does the commission wish to establish a minimum bid for whatever you think the value is, so you don't have to all bid below
Remember what
bid?
it was last time? You don't remember what the bid amount was last time?
It was around $3,000 and y'all rejected
That was the
it.
highest.
That was the highest bid, was $3,000. The property card's in there that's got the tax information on it for y'all to look at too.
I think that what we need to do is look at the property card and see, then go from that.
It's in your books. The property card is in your books that shows the valuation by the tax assessor. It is 0.56 acres. And from the notes on the property card, it looks like in 2013 you split off and separated out the
We
house
did.
in certain acreage for it to be able to sell it.
What the board wish to do with this piece of property.
So we're going to establish a minimum of the seal, for the seal bid?
You
Is that
can-
what your question?
Yes, sir, that and to agree to put it out for sealed bids, you can establish any minimum bid that you like on there.
What we can't say it right now, what we want, when we talk about it, and we can talk about the minimum. Because we said something about what we want, you know, the word will get out.
If you set a minimum bid, everybody has to bid at least that amount or higher.
Yeah,
So,
I don't want to say, I want to say what kind of minimum bid we're talking about, let them bid on it. And,
okay. Go
you
ahead.
understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Because if I say right here, what we want, the minimum bid on it, and then the word get out, that's what we want.
Well, we'd put in the ad, don't bid, will not accept any bids less than, let's
Yeah,
say,
that's-
$5,000.
Right.
On the side.
Right.
And then, I don't know what the property are, you may know what it's worth. Bob, you know? You know what this property you think might be worth? I'm sorry.
Roughly $35,000 with the house.
Yeah.
$31,36 for the land and $31,850 for the house.
But the house is being,
House is falling down.
falling
Yeah.
down, and the house is all in bad shape.
Bob recommended a minimum of 10,000.
It needs some work.
Yeah, a lot of work.
It needs some work.
And then dollar work, all the way around the edge, inside and everything.
Inside,
So, you know,
outside.
and they, only thing they really would be buying is the property. And they got to do a lot of work on the house.
Mr. Chairman, if it'd be accepted, can Laurie and Bob get together and establish and check, kind of figure that in and call you?
That'll be great.
That'd
And,
be all right with everybody, and then
and y'all
even
get,
if it's You still don't have to accept it. You put in there that all, you don't have to require to accept any bids, and any bid can be rejected. And it'll be up to the commission.
I think Bob and Laura get together and pick up a reasonable price on that piece of property.
Yeah, and then they'll let you know.
Do I need a motion to put it out for bid, or their
I
discussion
think you
is
already
fine?
done that once.
We already done it
Well-
once, so we just bring it back to the light,
Okay.
so everybody know what we're gonna do. And because several people had called me and asked about the property and said that we need to go ahead and put it back on the typeface. What we're gonna do is just writing it down, which is true. I rode by there and looked at it. It's just really just writing it down.
It is.
It's not. They're gonna have to, if anybody get the piece of property, they're gonna have to spend tons of money on it. Okay, we going into new business report for Grady EMS.
Well, it's been a year. April 17th was a year that we've been Grady. And I guess you wouldn't think that I'd be up here saying thank you as much as I fought against it. All of us are much happy. Y'all want one? Feel good.
Do you need this to back to talk about?
I got it. Up here at the top, you see our personnel split, how we're divided up right now. I have been recently promoted from district supervisor to district manager. And in doing that, Jim McPherson, who's back here in the back, was promoted to, what is it? EMS Senior Operations Manager. So we've had a little bit of a shift. So I have been promoted, so I'm happy with that. You see here we have 2 full-time paramedics, which we recently lost. Keisha Thomas, she decided to be a full-time mom. So we do have somebody working in her spot, and we're working to get that one put into a full-time position. We have 2 full-time EMTs, and as y'all know, Nikki Grubbs left us to go to Doherty County. I'm not really happy about, but she'll be back. So we've got somebody working in her spot, working to put it in full-time. I have written here that we have 8 PRN employees to pull from. We actually have more than that. These are the main ones that prefer Randolph to work first, but we do have a lot more employees than that. So right now we're looking at around 13. We have 1 ambulance operating here 24/7 at 28 Taylor Street. At May of last year, we got a Type 1 ambulance put into service. They used the box off our 2006 Ford and put it onto a new Dodge chassis. If y'all see it around town, it's 655. We've all had to learn to call them something other than 120 M1 and M2, but it's 655, so you'll see that one. We do have 3 ambulances still, and the district manager QRB, which is a pickup truck. The equipment upgrades that we've gotten, we've had 2 new stretchers, which are the Striker Power Pro XPS. They've got wings, they're pretty awesome. Ask y'all to come by and check them out. They're going to be a lot better for us because you can actually hit buttons to make them steer like a regular, like a grocery cart pretty much, instead of it going one way. So it's a nice upgrade. And a new stair chair. Over the last year, and I calculated this out from April 17th until yesterday, we've run 1,002 calls in Randolph, which is pretty much what our yearly average has always been. Our response times for the priority 1 calls, which are the life-threatening ones, was 9.3 minutes. For the priority 3 calls, it was 10.72 minutes, which is well under contract. Throughout the last year, we've had multiple classes. We've had CPR, ACLS, PALS. We have an advanced EMT class, which we have gotten 3 advanced EMTs out of, so which actually helped our system. We've had a national registry refresher course, which is a requirement to keep our license up. All of this paid for by Grayson. We will be having another one this year, which I'll have to attend that. We've been doing CPR classes throughout the community. I've talked to different logging companies, daycares, whoever's asking for any kind of CPR, providing that. Whenever we hire a new employee, they go through a rigorous training program. They have to go through 3 days of new hire orientation. They have to go through third rider time with preceptors. They have to do protocol testing and things like that. We actually have them going over to Mitchell County to do their ride time because they run a lot more calls than us, so they really get thrown to the wolves for those times that they're doing their third ride. So we want to make sure that they have good training and are ready to hit the field whenever they start working for us. Community service stuff that we've done, which there's a lot more than this, but these are a few of the things that we've done. We've provided an ambulance for Crossroads Festival. We go pretty much on a monthly basis, if not more, to Southwood Apartments and Shellman to talk about health and wellness. We give them speeches on don't take anybody else's medicine and how to maintain a safe residence, not have cords laying across the floor and things that might trip them. So that's something that we usually do. We also provided an ambulance for the Community Fund Day. We will be providing one soon. This is Friday. We also organized with Area Back to get them to come in and such. So now here at the bottom you see the capital spending, what Grady has put into the system, $92,000 for that Dodge ambulance that I was speaking about, $14,000 per stretcher for the new stretchers that we got, and the stair chair was $26.95. The regionalized system is working very well as far as I'm concerned. Before, when we were Randolph, I'm sure y'all remember us scrounging around trying to get people to get the second ambulance to go on calls. We didn't have another ambulance available, and other counties wouldn't come to us. One of the neighboring counties would not come to us unless it was a cardiac event, a stroke, or a trauma. Some of the other ones would just refuse to come because they didn't have to. Now, Equipment and Clay do. They will come to us. They don't have a choice otherwise. But everybody's working together well. The system is working. I know we had, not too long ago, Randolph was out, gone to Albany. Equipment came to us. Then Clay had to go to Equipment. And then when Randolph got back in town, they went to Clay. So we were doing this, but an ambulance there was there in a good amount of time. I mean, they were pretty fast. So it's working well, and we're happy. All the employees seem to be happy. We've got better benefits. We did get pay raises. So again, didn't think I'd be up here in a year saying thank you, but thank you. Are there any questions for me?
How about the, I can't remember the terminology, I'm gonna say the house doctor. Where's that at? The one, the Suburban or whatever that was going out to?
They have actually been around showing some. We're trying to work towards that. We call it MIH, the Mobile Integrated Health.
Yeah.
They are operating in Albany. The main thing that we're looking for is referrals out of Phoebe. So when they are referred out of Phoebe, the truck from Albany comes here. We're still working to develop that with the local doctors. We're going to get there.
I know when they said that what they was going to do in the beginning, and a lot of people complained about that they wasn't doing it. So.
Okay. Anybody have any questions for?
All right. Thank you.
Next on the agenda, I think Tommy gonna talk about that.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We all see on TV, national news, perhaps local news about the opioid crisis in the country. As a result of that, there have been a number of attorneys who have contacted me to talk to you about signing Randolph County and other communities up to engage in some sort of litigation against the drug companies to recover costs, increase costs in EMS service, law enforcement, other kinds of city and county services as a result of people taking opioids, overdoses, healthcare costs, the whole gamut. And so you probably, if you've watched the news, you've seen a lot of your governments around us signed up. There's a pretty good debate about it in Albany. They've all signed up to be in two different kinds of kind of complicated legislation. It's always a contingency basis. In other words, it doesn't cost you to play, and you don't have to pay the lawyers, and they only get paid in the event that there is a victory, in case they recover something on your behalf. And so I'm not saying you have to do this. There are some people that we've talked about it that just have this kind of aversion to doing that. We're usually on the receiving end of lawsuits, not the suing part. And you can choose to do it. It doesn't cost you anything to do it. And of course, if you don't do it, you won't ever recover anything. If you do it, you might not recover anything either. The risk, however, is entirely to the attorney that you might choose to represent you. We have two different kinds of approaches to this. One of them you know about, you've heard about, like a class action suit, where an attorney would gather 100 different plaintiffs, and combine it, sue on their behalf, and then divide up the money. And there's another one called multi-district litigation, where you have individual clients, but the hopes that the judge in the district will be consolidated into one lawsuit. So that's kind of where you are. I made a list for you. By the way, everybody makes the analogous to the tobacco litigation. About 20 years ago, when the state of Georgia and other states recovered billions of dollars from tobacco companies for misrepresenting or failing to represent the health effects of tobacco. And so a lot of that money was distributed to local governments for education in Georgia. I think a lot of it's gone now. We were a plaintiff as well. Cities and counties are not part of that. In other words, the states were just part of that, but now cities and counties are part of this. And you have some choices to make about it. I made a list of several different firms that have contacted us. The Glass&Gain firms from Athens, and you can see they're particularly interested in counties. They've signed up a bunch of your colleagues. There's a list there. Conley, Griggs, and Partain. I got contacted by Melissa Peeler. What these big law firms do is they gather up some local lawyer and to front for them to go out and recruit five. And they have contacted Melissa Peeler, who is the wife of the new U.S. attorney, Conley, Griggs, and Partain. They have quite a few as well. Both of those use the MDL approach. Brinson, Askew, and Berry, that's the city and school board attorneys in Rome, Georgia. They entered into a class action suit on behalf of cities and counties against Expedia and Travelocity to try to collect hotel-motel tax. If you were booking your room off of one of those agencies, when you were traveling through Ashburn, for example, Ashburn didn't get the hotel-motel tax until that lawsuit. Now Ashburn gets maybe $200 or $300 a quarter. Not a lot, but they do get some money out of it. And then the Stone Law Firm is a neighbor. That's Bill Stone, who is in Blakely. And they did a presentation to Blakely the other day, and Blakely signed up with them. And then you might know the name Bob Langstaff, who is a city commissioner in Albany, who is with this New York firm and they have quite a few clients as well, mostly big clients around the Atlanta area. I question Bill's law firm, for example, when they presented to, well, how do you calculate the damages? And, you know, when you sue somebody, you got to show them how you were damaged. You know, what's the cost? What's, you know, which is kind of the crux of the entire matter. How much money would you get? You know, he said they got a way to do that. I'm anxious to see with some of them how they actually do figure out what the cost to Randolph County or Blakely might be because of this. And we're not in this. I'm just presenting this to you because a lot of people are doing it. I didn't want you to be not to be aware of this going on, not have an opportunity to consider it. So we don't get anything out of it, but if you want to do it, we'll get you signed up with one of these firms that you choose, if you do. Questions?
Tell me, we don't have to do it right now, right?
No, sir, I don't. I think you could take a look at this and do it the next minute. I would not wait very long, though, because this is moving along. I'd certainly do it by next meeting if you were going to, Mr. Chairman.
I'd rather for the board to take this and read it and understand and bring it back before the next meeting, and then we'll discuss on time.
Yes, sir.
Do something with it.
It'd be fine. Yeah.
Do you have a preference on which you go through the MDL approach or the class action?
No, sir. You know, I do local government. I don't. This is kind of a specialized kind of litigation. There are 4 of them on here that are doing the middle, the multi-district litigation, and 1 doing a class action. I think it probably is, when they do the class action, they got to put together, got to get enough people to make a class, I guess. And so there's some risk in that you don't get enough folks to make it useful. I want to say right away that the people who are going to make the most money are the attorneys in class actions. They always do. You know, there are some attorneys with this tobacco thing that never had to work again. Never had to work again in 2 or 3 lifetimes, is what I've heard the settlement is. But so they're going to do really well if they do it. But apparently it's happening all over the country, and cities and counties are electing to do it. Once again, their agreements that you would sign with them is that if they lose, they lose. You don't pay anything. The risk is entirely with the attorney suit.
Yeah, I've been involved with some class action lawsuit, and I've managed to get a check for a couple of dollars.
Yeah, that's right. Attorney got more than that, I promise.
I know he did.
The first one up there, Blasingame, Birch, Ashley, and Gerard from Athens, they seem to have more people, and I'm sure since we wrote this, they've got some more, and they've focused more on just counties, although they've got a city or 2 in there, and a hospital authority. That's another thing. We do have a hospital here that sometimes takes care of, I'm sure, of opioid overdoses and things like that. Well, I've asked that question, and the thing I got, y'all need to sign up right away, there's no time. But once they get it going, it's hard to get into the tail end. I would encourage you to make a decision, maybe within a month, Mr. Chairman.
Instead of a month at the next meeting?
Yes, sir.
Don't take it, look it over, and then you bring it back before.
I have, all of these people are very fine people, all of them are, so I don't think you'll go wrong with any of them. There's quite a bit of reading material in here about it, and we try to provide you with the same thing they can see us. Yes, sir.
Just how do you think the local healthcare providers who distribute opioids, how do you think they feel?
You mean like doctors?
The doctors. How would it impact?
I don't know that it will. The lawsuit is against like big multinational drug companies, and the theory being is that they marketed these opioids to doctors and healthcare providers, that this was not addictive, and in many places, and you see stores mostly up in Ohio, Kentucky, and around over there, where people prescribed them kind of like candy. They would give them out. I don't think there will be any impact on any local physicians with this at all. I can't imagine how that would happen, but I can't say for sure.
Has the county experienced any additional expenses from this, maybe to jail?
I haven't talked to the sheriff's department yet, but I did talk to Jamie about it, and she only knew of one person that they had that was addicted to opioids. I did also talk to the drug court coordinator, and he said that he hasn't seen very much in our area, but it is in the southern area of the Patala district, and it is moving rapidly this way. It just hasn't made it to Randolph County yet that we're aware of.
Maybe we won't make it to Randolph County.
Not generally how drugs work, Mr. Chairman, but I appreciate your optimism.
I said maybe. I said if we won't.
But we're going to, will each one of these law firms be suing these Purdue Pharmacy or whoever it is? So they'll be doing, whichever one you join up with, they'll be going out. And just the people they represent will be getting settlement if it is a
That's right. If you don't play, there will be no pay. You won't get anything if you don't sign up and you don't become a plaintiff in it.
But you have to be a complainant in it.
You have to be a plaintiff. Nobody will get any part of the settlement unless you're part of the lawsuit.
And we have been long been accepted into this man on Georgia. We left that for a long time.
Yes, sir. I think of it. It looks. If you look at that list, people are really jumping on board. I want to point out there are plenty of people in there like us, like here Atkinson County. I mean, that'd be a lot like Randolph County, very rural in nature generally. Some moderate-sized city, Brooks County, Berrien County, Cook County. Cook County may be a little different there on the interstate. That always promotes for drug traffic. My clients that are on the interstate that run courts talk about how much they confiscate from people riding up and down. I don't know why one would go 90 miles an hour if you got a trunk full of marijuana or opioids, but they do. Seems a little stupid to me. I'd make sure I was going 55, 65. But anyway, it's all up to you. Like I said, I have had a client or two said, no, we don't really want it. We don't think that's right. We're not going to do it. I happen to be a hospital, but I had one that gave stuff to the mayor. The mayor said, no, I don't want to do that. That doesn't sound right to me. And then the next meeting, by that meeting, she changed her mind. So it's entirely up to you. I don't think there'll be a huge amount of money for a county of our size, but there will be no money if you don't sign up, I suppose. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Y'all heard the information that Mr. Thomas gave to us, and we're going to take this and look over it and read it, and then we'll bring it back to the next meeting and discuss on why we want to do this. We don't need no vote on that. Now we go to Health Department Board member. Board appointed, reappointed.
The Health Department has 2 members that are, their terms are expiring in May. Wesley Williams, who serves as the CEO or of the county or designee, and Jennifer Sanders, who serves as the physician, nurse, or dentist. And they're asking that you reappoint these 2 to the Health Department Board.
All in favor of reappoint these 2 members back to the Health County Board? Can I get a motion on that?
I make a motion, we approve Wesley Williams and Jennifer Sanders to go back on the Randolph County Board of Health.
I had a motion. Do I get a second? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. Next on the agenda, Airport Board.
The Airport Authority requested, they're still short 1 member, and they requested that Tracy Lumpkin be appointed to the Airport Authority.
I heard the board member request that Tracy Lumpkin be appointed to the Airport Authority. What do I get a motion?
I make a motion that Tracy Lumpkin be appointed to the Airport Authority Board.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Who would that make up? Who is the total board now?
Billy Moore, Scotty Lovett, John Lamb, Jimmy Thompson, and Tracy Lumpkin.
Okay, next we have on the agenda government board members, board appointed. That's what development was.
Yes, sir. Paul Langford and Walter Maddox terms are up, and they are requesting that Scott Taylor and George LaHood be appointed for a 3-year term for the Development Authority.
Who did that?
Scott Taylor and George LaHood. Scott works at the probation office, and George LaHood is the man that owns or runs the fellowship. Sir,
Will you say it again?
I'm sorry I
I
couldn't
don't
hear.
understand what you said again.
Scott Taylor.
I know about Scott Taylor.
Okay, George LaHood runs the fellowship out on 82, out there by Top Bait.
The assisted living home.
Yeah.
I had a motion for those to be appointed.
I make a motion, we appoint Scott Taylor and George LaHood to the Development Authority.
I had a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Greg Watley also, but he would like to go back on.
Did you hear what she was saying?
Greg Watley.
Greg Watley rotated off, but he wants, his term is up, but he wants to be reappointed. So she's asking that y'all reappoint Greg Watley also.
Do I have a motion on that?
I make a motion, we reappoint Greg Watley for the Development Authority Board.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Steve, you know your issue about Tom Long, is that we need to review your system first.
He was reappointed last time. He's on.
We should go.
resolution for 18004 to amend. What do I hear?
This is for the increase in salary and
Yes, sir.
Well,
I make that motion.
I have a motion, and I have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Resolution by 18005 to amend the budget on the code enforcement. Do I get a motion?
Is this for salaries?
Yes, sir.
I make a motion to approve resolution 18-005 to amend the budget for the, building maintenance.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? You want to talk about the last one, about the appointment that we were talking about, elected,
Putting Ron on that board.
huh?
That yes, sir. Yes, sir.
WIOA.
This WIOA board is the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act. They go through and have, basically they help people find jobs. They are the ones that have the mobile unit that is in the Piggly Wiggly parking lot. And they also go to the school system and help kids find jobs. And we have not had a member on that board for apparently quite some time now. When we were in the Council of Governments meeting, they requested that we appoint a member to this board. And
I talked with Ron Brown, and he said he would serve on that board.
Ron Brown is interested in serving on this board for us, so
One thing you need to make sure of is if we can get a citizen. I believe before, when they kept asking for somebody to come, they wouldn't even let Frank come. It had to be either me or Steve that had to go up there. And they meet downtown Columbus.
I think, didn't we ask them, Miss Patricia, and they said that it could be a citizen? Yeah. On this one, there were several of them. We've had several that we couldn't appoint a citizen, but this one we can.
Is this the one that meets downtown Columbus? It's a dinner meeting?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They told us it could be a citizen. It did not have to be a commissioner.
Okay.
So,
I mean, I don't mind serving on the board, and I know if I have to, I will. But we can appoint someone, and serve on it. And he said he would serve on it.
yeah,
Who was the person?
Ron Brown.
Ronald Brown.
You ready for a motion?
Yes.
Well, I make a motion that Ronald Brown serve on the WIOA board to represent the county.
I have a motion. Do I get a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Now we want the report from the Constitution Officer.
Mr. Chairman, the sheriff couldn't be here this morning. He had something that he had to attend this morning. But he has, I give all of you one of these that has spare cars on it. He wanted you guys to declare these vehicles surplus and allow us to take sealed bids on these vehicles.
If the bids ain't up to then if the cars is worth a little bit more than that, do we have to accept a smaller bid?
I think you have the right to refuse any bid, don't we, Mr. Tommy?
Yes, sir.
And the bids come to you, so they will be opened at the table while you're meeting. And you can set a minimum bid on it if you want to.
Well, what do I hear on this?
Make a motion to declare this 3D was surplus and permit the sheriff to advertise and dispose of it.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor? All opposed? We got the, you want to discuss the park? Where we at?
The county extension first. You skipped over county
I
extension.
know, but you had this down here.
Okay. Whenever you want me to.
You can go ahead and do that now.
Okay. You guys have a quote in front of you for Parker's Heating and Air. It's for $8,985. It's to install 16 pumps here at the Welcome Center. The air conditioning units that we have here, all of the pumps are going bad. It is outside the warranty period on those pumps. And we are replacing them. They're going out one at a time, and we're having them down here almost every week to replace one. So they gave us a quote to go ahead and replace all of them at one time because they say that all of them are going to have to be replaced at some point.
How many pumps do we have in all?
I think there were 21 or 22 pumps originally. We've replaced several of them already.
So this 16 would be to replace the balance of what hadn't been replaced.
When the pumps go out, the unit does not work at all anymore, so
Parker's the one that installed it.
yes, sir.
Not originally.
Oh,
No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
he didn't install
He
it.
didn't install it originally. They're
Control
installing
Climate.
the new ones. Control Climate is the one who originally installed it.
Did we get a bid from him?
No, sir, we did not.
We don't deal with them anymore.
You don't deal with it? Okay.
I had a recommendation. Do I have a motion to accept this bid from Parker to replace the pumps?
How long was the original warranty from Control Climate? Out of sight, out of mind?
I think that this original warranty was only for a year or 2 years on the pumps. I can pull the paperwork, but I don't know off the top of my head.
I guess we gotta get them fixed, don't we? I make a motion we approve the bid from Parker for $8,985 to replace 16 of the ductless sump pumps here at this building.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
You want me to go ahead and do the rest of mine?
Yes.
Okay. Behind that Parker's quote, you have a quote request from the Kinchafoonee Regional Library System. They have an air conditioning unit that has went out and it will cost them $4,800 to replace it. They went to Terrell County, and Terrell County told them that since it's a regional office, it should be requested from all the funding agencies. So they are requesting financial assistance. They didn't request an amount. They just said any financial assistance the county would be willing to offer to help them replace their air conditioning unit.
And where is this at?
It is the regional office in Dawson for the Kitchener Regional Library System.
$4,800. $4,800.
Yes, sir.
And 6 counties are involved.
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna,
Everybody put a portion in it?
yeah, that would be 6 in the 40.
Be 800.
800. If we're gonna contribute something.
Have any other regions responded to this?
I don't know of any responses that they've received from this. They haven't called and said who was going to pay what. They just ask us if we would help pay. And the amount you said is up to you.
$4,800, and we pay our part.
Would
And
be.
everybody else pay their part, be $800, right?
Yes, sir.
And whatever the board wish.
I make a motion that we notify them that we would pay up to $800, which appears to be our share, if the others are willing to do the same.
I had a motion. Do I get a second?
I second.
I had a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. All opposed?
The only other thing I have for y'all is Friday, this coming Friday the 11th at 5:30, we will have the Community Fun Day at the Recreation Department. And we would like to invite y'all to attend our Community Fun Day, please.
What time is it?
5:30. It'll be till 8 or 9. Oh, 5 to 8:30, I'm sorry.
That's gonna be over.
At the ballpark on
Ballpark.
Recreation Camp Road.
Okay. Thank you, Larry.
Yes, sir.
You had already started, talking about some stuff, so I just had you to go ahead on with the thing while you was talking. Now we're gonna back up and get the county extension.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I have several things for y'all that did not get on our newsletter, to be honest. I think on there is, we have about 19 kids going to camp this summer. It'll be 3 different weeks of camp. And then our fundraiser delivery will be on Thursday for our onions. And we have about, I think it's 15 counties coming. And we're going to attempt to unload behind our facilities this year. We're borrowing a forklift, so we're going to try to unload behind our facilities, so we'll have those on Thursday. And then we're not going to make it to Community Unity, Lori, because we got a $5,000 grant to do a financial literacy conference. So I will be gone this weekend. We're doing one in North Georgia and one in South Georgia, and we will have it at Andrew College next weekend. We have about 60 kids from 10 different counties surrounding us, and they will learn about budgeting, spending, finances. We'll do like a simulation with them, like real life situations. We're calling it Life 101, so hopefully they will get some real life experiences. So that's coming up next weekend at the college, and they're graciously
letting us use the college for a very minimal amount to have these kids to come. And then we have summer classes planned for the months of June and July, lots of classes coming up on that. And then we are also planning another celebration, I'm really not sure what you would call it. But Devane Farms donated their money from the Monsanto grant to us. So we have some money from Monsanto grant that we'll be using soon for a project. We're not quite sure. We've talked about a kitchen, but we haven't quite got all that nailed down yet. And then from the ag side, Jason got a grant from the Triangle RCND to establish gardens behind the office, and we have planted those, and those are coming up. So if y'all get a chance, come to the office and see the okra. I think it's okra and corn, tomatoes, bell pepper, watermelons. We have 5 or 6 things behind the office. And he is also working on a forestry test plot that he has to take clippings every couple of months. And then he's been asked to do a peanut test plot to show them. So we have a lot going on. It's not really on the forefront, but behind the scenes stuff that we're working on. Okay, questions for us?
No, I have any
That was a big update, sorry. And we'll attempt to bring onions on Thursday. When they get unloaded, I will try to bring them and drop them off. So if y'all are in town on Thursday, try to do it first thing in the morning.
I met a lot of y'all people in Savannah.
Did you?
Yeah, matter of fact, I stayed at y'all food. I went back and forth eating up all that food y'all had there. So it was very good. And everybody talked very, very good about Randolph County.
Good.
So,
Good.
so I enjoyed it, and hopefully I can be able to go again to enjoy some more. But we all enjoyed it. We
So
stayed
did y'all
there.
get the update when you were there?
I did not get the update.
It was like a one-page flyer that we usually have to do and send in, and we actually.
I got it. I got that.
You're supposed to do it on something that happened in the county or like a highlight of the county. And we did it. Our big thing was on the open house, so we kind of featured the open house.
I
and
got
building.
it. Because they gave it to me.
Okay. I'll try to remember to print some copies and bring those back when you're on Thursday.
But we had a great time.
Good. Good. I'm glad. Thank you
Great
for the
time.
words.
Fire department.
I only have a couple of things. We sent a couple of folks over to Warner Robins to finish their firefighter 1 testing. Go fast. So we now have 2 firefighter 1s to add to our list scoring. But the other big thing is Thursday until whenever, ISO will be here doing a full audit on the county to include the water department down in Coleman, and all the aid stations, and most likely up here at the code enforcement or building maintenance floor inspections and all that. They're going to do all that auditing. So we'll start on Thursday at 10 a.m.
Can I have one more thing? I want you to look into it and fill out to get this grant money that I went to Golden Triangle, and I told you that I really want you to go with me at the next time we go to, because this your volunteer fire department is very important to our community, and we got to have to look out for our volunteer fire. And I want you to take this and fill it out and see can we get that $1,000.
Yes, sir.
And you know, on some things that you might need, they say it don't matter what, but some things that you might need, maybe a turnout gear, maybe something